right, let's go. Let's have a good day. Let's have a good Thursday. I'm Brandon Walker, and I host Pick Central, Barstool's daily gambling show here on YouTube and maybe radio stations around this country. Hello to everyone. To my left, Big Ev, tumbling down the standings a little bit. To my right, Ben Mintz, making a little move late. And to my,
still solidly last time.
And to my immediate left, the red-hot Marty Mush.
And not even that. I'm just a big J journalist now. Take a look at that.
So Big J journalist. You know, blue check mark, thinks he knows everything, reports everything. Guy that just goes and complains about the free press box food at football and basketball games. Guy that wears khakis everywhere he goes. Not that khakis, not to bring back anything else. So, oh my goodness. I didn't realize that happened.
Yeah.
So today, this morning you tweeted it?
Yes, morning.
So this morning, Marty tweets out, breaking, IO for Illinois has a broken nose and will be out until the Big Ten tournament. Please credit Stool Bench Mob. So he tweets it out. There are other smaller journalists on the Illinois beat that went looking for it, and now I'm holding a tweet that says, John Rothstein, John Rothstein, basketball expert, Marty Mush, the president.
Yes.
Beautiful.
You are a big
Beautiful.
J
Marty News Breaking Mush.
That's me, baby.
Breaking news.
You know what? Some of those Big J guys at the top level or even the lower level take themselves way too seriously.
So seriously.
And are way too protective and just ruin the fun. John Rothstein kind of leaned. That's pretty cool.
That's why John Rothstein's the best, because you can ask him who's the seventh guy off the bench from somebody in the SWAC, and he'll say in a second.
Right.
But he knows how to chop it up, and he makes basketball better.
Look at you. You've gone from not knowing a player on Gonzaga to breaking news at Illinois.
There we go, baby.
There it goes.
I mean, that's been a hell of a 2 months for
What
you.
a ride.
Couldn't name a Gonzaga player.
Musselman's tweeting at me yesterday.
Yeah,
I'm just, you know what? Fuck it. Who cares? You could just keep going to your dreams.
That's all.
Don't even know anything.
That's the key in life. Just keep going.
That's it, man. Positivity.
You
Mincy, I've been reading your tweets. You just positive fucking twat you are. It's fucking great.
Little too positive. Little too positive.
Well, you gotta counterbalance
I need
Walker,
something bad to happen to you like once. Just
you
to see how you react.
almost got me a minute ago, dude. So there was I was running kind of late to the show, and I was in an Uber, and there was some traffic a couple blocks away. I had to get out of the Uber and sprint the last 2 blocks to make it here, and I made it by 20 seconds because I didn't want to hear Walker rightfully hammering me for the Hollywood. And my pants, I'm losing weight, so I'm having to hold up my jeans as I'm sprinting through the down 7th Street. I mean, it was quite a scene.
I would have loved to see him.
But I made it on time.
Because your face is red, kind of like.
Yeah, you haven't settled down since you got here.
Well, I knew that. Look, I knew that you rightfully were going to give me a lot
Can
of
I
shit.
say that somebody in this room said, "Where's Hollywood?" and it wasn't me?
There you go. I thought I was going to be late and I was going to get rightfully hammered, and I had no excuse.
I love it. I love you running.
I got to say that as far as nicknames go, Hollywood's pretty good for you.
Hollywood Mints.
It just
Hollywood
makes
Mints
so much
is
sense, but
so
makes
great.
zero sense. I'm going to tell you, the vibes in here right now, or there's something going on.
You like it?
It's high right
I
now.
love the board today.
Things are
I've
happening.
been
Great
losing my
games.
ass.
Great games.
The boys are together, man. The boys are just vibing.
Just a Thursday? Thursday to New Friday?
Nobody's negative.
No.
And I'm not saying in gambling, but nobody's negative today with their outward attitude, which is usually me, but I'm not. Hey, Colby, how are you?
I was just going to try to tell you something in your ear. Miami, Ohio, and who's the other game? Western Michigan about to tip off. You got any picks for that?
Well, in fact, somebody did call in one on the last show. Miami of Ohio -5 was Lee Holbert's pick. So he had that if you want to take his advice.
Nice.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Everybody's nice. And I got some good topics today.
Okay.
I'm excited about that. How's life going for you, Big Ev? Life going okay?
I feel good. I mean, I'm losing my shirt gambling, but that's in the past. Today, someone on the show is going to get positive.
I think so.
Someone is going to do it. There's 5 of us. I don't know, 6. What is there, 6 that are on the official?
So we got till Sunday,
Someone
right?
is going to do it.
We got till Sunday.
Yes.
And Marty's screaming up the board. He's down 7 units on the month. I'm down 4 units on the month. I've been hot-ish. My last 2 nights I took a step back, but I screamed up the board last week. He's screaming up the board now. Mintz is quietly creeping up the board.
The problem is I was so buried that I'm 13-4 this week, and I'm still down 16 units. That's how buried I was. My goal was just if I could get to 10 units or less down for the month, I feel like I've accomplished something.
Like Marty was 5-1 yesterday. And what were you the day before? 5-1, 4-1?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're like 10-2 the last 2 days.
Yeah. I'm only down 7 units.
Right. You're still down 7 units for the month. So I'm in first, down 4.1 units. Rico's in second, down 6.3 units. But he leads the show in fat virgins that follow him and call themselves riders. Big Cat is down 11 units. Big Av down 11.4 units. Ben Metz down 16 units. And the clubhouse is now 67, 66, and 2, down 4.15 units.
I have a record-keeping question, Brandon. God bless you.
Go ahead.
Do we declare a winner if everyone's negative? And if someone gets positive, is there like a cutoff where they have to be positive by enough to be the winner?
Here's the thing. We do have a winner, but he does not win a prize. He does not win a plaque. First of all, I think plaques are probably a thing of the past because Kareem ruined him on his way out the door when he took picks from everybody and their mother and just passed them off as his own for 3 months and went from being the worst gambler by far to winning. So he has sullied the names of plaques forever. But if I go, I'm not awarding a plaque, a Gambler of the Month plaque, to somebody who's in the negative.
But so if someone is like 0.25 positive, they win?
What was the key word you just said?
Positive.
Yes.
We should get like a belt. That should be the new plaque.
If you're 0.00001, yeah, we should get a belt that you wear for the month, and you wear it into the show.
I like it.
Love it. Love it.
If I wish we had like a wrestling podcast at Barstool that had some connections that we could try to get a belt, like a real belt.
A Pick Central Gambler of the Month belt. Just sit it right here.
Just PC on the
every
on the
day.
gold.
Yeah, that's the thing too.
I would love to be able to walk in with it on my right arm.
Yeah, you have to see it every day too, because I want to see you.
I do it like the UFC press conference, like just sitting right in front of me, right here for the camera.
Yeah,
right here.
I like when fighters wear it around their neck.
I like that too.
And they just they'll just like have it loosely around their neck and it's just sticking out.
I like it over the shoulder.
You like it over the shoulder?
I like it over the shoulder.
That's probably my favorite with it over the shoulder.
I kind of like when they just palm that shit and they're like going like.
Well,
this.
it's also kind of badass to. I don't think anybody actually wears the belt as a belt anymore, but just to walk around with it around your waist, that's pretty. It's pretty
cool.
boss.
I always remember Aaron Rodgers having it on his right shoulder when he won that Super Bowl in Dallas.
Which is ironic considering his whole celebration is.
Yeah, it is ironic. But I remember him coming out with that. I don't know. I always love that.
The Rock always did the shoulder. I don't think Stone Cold wore it much.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he carried it, didn't he?
Yeah, he carried it.
Triple H wore it. Triple H wore it a lot. Most guys.
Triple H looked good wearing it too.
Yeah, he did. Triple H looked very good with the belt.
Yeah, like people.
Hogan wore it.
Lesnar looked good wearing the undisputed one, but then he blasted it off in that one entrance.
Trying to think what everybody looked like with the belt. Now, I think
Angle looked good with it.
Angle did look good with it. You're right. Angle just with the American gear. Angle just looked good. Period. But when he had a belt, he looked even better. Can I make a request of the producers?
Hello.
The YouTube screen. I'm trying to read some comments. It's like the font. It's smaller today. Can I make it bigger?
I think you're just getting old.
No. It's from yesterday. Yeah. Is there a percent thing that you can? Yeah. Here. What are you doing? What do you think you're doing? Producer, can we stop Marty from...
Yeah, he got his Blue Jay check mark and he's going
This is the exact opposite of what I wanted.
Figuring it out.
I don't want to see myself. I want to see the comments.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, all right.
If there's one thing Marty knows, it's tech.
Why are you trying to help? I appreciate you trying to help, but...
Tech guy Marty.
Yeah, I mean, he's fixing tech stuff. He's
nobody's going to say
if he's doing it.
Nobody's going to say
I think Marty's got it.
Who, TGM?
Look at that.
I'll make it bigger.
That's pretty good though, huh?
Yeah, that was pretty good. If you make it bigger... How did it stay the same size?
So is he doing it?
That's better.
That is better. Now I see nothing but the chat.
TGM.
That's
Yeah.
right,
Marty, dude. Marty.
Oh yeah. I'm hot today, baby.
The vibes are high.
We're all
vibes
winning.
are so
We're all
high.
winning today. Everyone's winning. Positive.
Somebody
Usually when
said...
we get too high, we suck.
Somebody said Goldberg was the best belt wearer. Okay, I don't mind that.
Never lost, so he wore it a lot.
Is Goldberg from Mighty Ducks the comeback player of the year in everyone's life?
So this is a guy that he had that picture that he looked so bad, and he's fat again, right? But a healthy fat.
Healthy fat.
Yeah, he's not drugged out. I don't know. I haven't seen him lately. I'm aware that he's better.
Who do you think? Like comeback player of the year, I think has to be Goldberg. I think going from top to bottom is Home Alone guy.
Macaulay Culkin.
But I feel like he's been on the bottom.
No, I know, but like he
I
was
feel like
always
that's not
like
new.
he's like the newest.
But he
he's
turned
like
into it
one.
though. Macaulay Culkin leaned into it very well.
Yes.
I don't know. I'd have to really think about who has been at the bottom and then came back. I feel like nowadays we're such a cancel culture. Once you go to the bottom, you really don't come back anymore.
Come back.
Yeah, there's no coming back.
I feel like time, like, after a couple of years go by, people forget about scandals a little bit. If you can get through, it takes a few years.
Well, certainly Tiger, now notwithstanding what's happening right now, but Tiger had been at the bottom and came all the way back.
Kobe had that big scandal.
He came back, of course.
Those are two of the greatest of all time, though. So.
All right, Brandon, why you always wearing green this week? Why is everybody all up in arms about my color? This is just a great shirt. It's Calvin and Hobbes.
To be honest, wearing green's not like a normal color to wear 2 days in a row.
I think it's fine. I wear a lot of colors.
I'm okay.
I think it's a fair point to bring up.
Yeah.
That I've worn 2 green shirts in a row.
I think it's a fair point.
I wore Ken Griffey Jr. yesterday.
I don't hate either of the shirts. I just think it's a fair point to bring up 2 green shirts in a row is a little wild move.
If I was picking your shirts, my shirts, and I wore green yesterday, I'd probably question it.
I did.
Okay.
You know what happened though? I wanted to wear this shirt yesterday, couldn't find it, settled for the Griffey. Then I found this shirt.
Makes sense then. Then I allow it.
Yeah, I wanted because this green pops. This is a poppy green, not a poppy green because that would be like.
I disagree. I think the other green pops more.
No, this green pops more. This green.
I think the other one pops more.
I think you. No,
I think I think the design pops more.
Good vibes.
I think the design pops more on this shirt. I think the little bit lighter green pops a little bit more.
All right, and this is of course Calvin and Hobbes.
Of course.
Great.
But now, very important question: which one?
You're talking about green shirts and Calvin and Hobbes.
I was listening.
Yeah. What?
That was the classic, like, teacher staring at you, not paying attention, and he just looks up like, Calvin Hobbes, I know what you're talking about.
You're on your phone over here, Hollywood?
I was making sure I retweeted the show.
I fucking love it so much.
I
love him so much.
Green shirts, Calvin Hobbes.
You're so right, because
that was exactly when you get called out in class for not listening. That's exact. You just spew out the last thing you heard. Like, I'm listening to you.
No one asked him what you're doing. Just Calvin Hobbes, green shirt. Yeah.
Great underpick on the Mississippi State game while we're at it.
Great.
Held him under 50.
So since we're talking about picks last night, we'll move on to some discussions that I brought. I was wrong. Everybody else here was right last night. I thought Alabama was good enough to go in there, and I really think Arkansas is just the best team in the SEC right now. They've won, I think, 8 in a row. Alabama's good, but Alabama just got blitzed last night by a better Musselman's a great coach.
Awesome.
The Muss is a great coach. Nate Oates is a great coach at Alabama. I think these two teams are probably going to sit on top of the SEC for a little while. I think they're both building something. Nate Oates building something special. So is Arkansas. Arkansas is going to be national championship good in a couple of years.
I agree. I think they have a lot of pro talent right now too. And Muss is a guy who you want to play for, especially the way he just chops it up after and like just how he goes nuts. But let me tell you something about Alabama. I don't think they can. I think they're overrated a little bit. I don't think they're number 6 in the country.
I don't think they are either.
Hell no.
But they 50% of their shots last night were threes, which is crazy. And they hit like a lot, like good amount of their threes. But like once that's your only out, like everyone knows you're shooting threes, you're gonna get beat, and that's what Arkansas did.
But that also makes you, if you can pull that off, you're damn near unbeatable.
Yeah, but the thing is, they did hit a good amount of their threes last night. I want to see.
But it's just living and dying by it is tough, especially just in like a tournament setting. It's tough to live and die by it for 6 games in a row.
It's like you can beat anyone, but you can lose first round so easily.
It's tougher. You can do it in pro basketball a little easier. The floor's more spread out, and you get better open shots. The ball movement flows a little better. In college basketball, the floor's a little more compact and stuff. It's a little harder to do, but if you can do it at a high level, I don't know if they can do it at a tournament at a high level, but they've certainly used it to jump to the top of the SEC this year.
I mean, they went 11 to 33 last night.
Yeah, so they made 33%, which is
probably
pretty standard. That's
pretty
standard.
That's good. Yeah, especially shooting 30.
Yeah,
33
high volume.
Of them.
Making 11 threes is
so that's what I'm saying though, where it's like, yeah, they shoot a lot of threes, even then they hit it. It's tough, but like Arkansas just took them out of the game easily. It was 81-66 was a very impressive win.
Yeah, it was a good win. I was wrong. You were right. Of course, I mean you were wrong on Rutgers. You were hating on him. Rutgers just came out and won last night.
No,
he was on Rutgers.
I thought you were making fun of TJ for being.
He always does.
I just make fun. I said I'm sorry. I'm betting on Rutgers tonight. But yeah, I bet on Rutgers.
They were down big early and then just
really big.
Just
yeah,
snapped.
I didn't slam the panic button, but I pulled it out.
I think they were down like 23-8.
So you had the panic button on the table.
I was looking at it, but there was a lot of people jumping ship on Twitter. I stayed true.
You know who stinks? Indiana. They're the most overhyped.
Indiana stunk for 2 decades.
It's just like Big Ten.
They've just beaten Iowa.
We beat them up for some reason. I think we beat them 6 of our last 7 times against them.
Well, they're not a very good basketball program anymore.
Yeah,
that's pretty easy.
We weren't until last year.
You're not great this year.
They're
Better
a
than
legit
Indiana
tournament team.
We're going to
Definitely better than Indiana.
All right, so I was right. I was wrong. You guys were all right. See, I can't even say it very well. So I had a couple before we get to picks later in the show. I have one non-sports topic I'd like to talk about.
Are we still talking sports though at one point?
Yeah, we're gonna talk sports.
Okay.
In fact, I'd rather talk sports first, and we'll get to that later.
Okay, I'd like to talk about the UNC and Roy Williams.
Okay, so last night, Roy Williams, during his press conference, is asked by a reporter, "What would you say to the North Carolina fans who don't like you scheduling this game because you lost," or something to that effect? And Roy Williams goes on a rant saying, "Well, God Almighty, if I knew we were going to lose to him, I wouldn't have scheduled it. If I knew we were going to beat the Lakers, I'd schedule them." Something like that. I think it was a very nothing comment, and I know what you're about to do because you're about to compare it to somebody else. But it was fine. I didn't think that comment was out of line at all.
So let me.
Do you what's that?
Oh, it was in your ear.
Oh, we have the clip. Go ahead.
Yeah, play.
Schedule this game considering the result.
Well, if I'd known we were going to lose, God Almighty, I wouldn't schedule the thing. Come on, we can't operate in damn hindsight. God Almighty. If you'd told me we were going to lose, hell yeah, we wouldn't have played the game. If you'd told me we were going to beat the Lakers, I'd have scheduled them. Carolina fans, they're not that dumb. If they are, I got no answers for them.
Okay, so first of all, I, being from the South like you, just hearing him say that drawled out, God Almighty, just made me feel really at home. I think this is a nothing clip, but go ahead.
So I agree with you, actually. I agree that I actually liked what he said, and God Almighty helps him. The Southern accent helps him. All of my point is that if Coach K disrespected a question like that, people would go at him because he doesn't have an accent.
I don't think he disrespected the question even a little bit.
I think it was much different. Coach K's tone was much different. His tone, Roy Williams' tone, was much more playful. Though he's in hell, like the Lakers comment was very listen,
because of the Southern accent.
And he didn't say that was a stupid question. He said, if Carolina fans really think that, they're not that. I mean, they're not that dumb.
And I know we don't know what question was, but he did leave right after that.
You mean we don't know how far into the press conference?
Yeah, we don't know what. Yeah, he's left.
I think
so. If it's a third
Duke
question,
guy grasping at straws here.
No, I'm not grasping because I actually liked what he said. I like when coaches go back at reporters. I enjoy that. I'm just saying.
But Coach K went back at a kid.
Yeah, see, I didn't see that even as going back.
He went back at a kid.
That's what's sad. It's like the kid's what? You're not going to treat the kid as he's not a kid. He's a college kid. He's a reporter.
No, he's a kid. He's a student.
College kid.
There was more.
Coach K grandstanded on a college kid.
Coach K's tone was much more condescending. Right. This Roy Williams comment to me, it did not come off condescending.
It's a Southern accent.
No, because Coach K is a condescending guy.
Coach
K has a history of doing this. He's a condescending guy.
If Belichick had a Southern accent, he wouldn't be looked at as how he is.
Belichick is like revered. He gets away with everything he does, so I don't know how that works at all.
If Coach K had a Southern accent, it doesn't like Ben Mintz when he's nice to me. Well, he could be being a dick, but it sounds like he's being nice because of his voice.
It is funny. It's a true thing. But like Coach K versus Roy Williams' accents, literally, is the difference.
Well, probably because Roy Williams probably is just a nicer guy.
I don't
Coach
think
K is probably just a dick.
No, he's not.
He is, though.
He's not.
He's got a history of either doing this or scrubbing his record or faking a back injury or doing something that is just he's holier than thou. Roy Williams is not holier than thou. Coach K is.
Nope.
Yes.
Fucking Roy Williams is on the floor all the time too with vertigo.
I don't know what that got to do with it.
Because you're saying Coach K just fakes a back injury.
No,
He's got back injuries.
Coach K sat out of the season for a back injury one time, and when he came back, he made sure that all the losses that happened when he wasn't there were scrubbed out of his record and given to his assistant coach.
So if this team, if this show, someone says a racial slur when you're not on the show, are you going to take it?
Oh, that'd be the upset of the century. If I was gone and one of you said, how is that comparable?
Because it's your show, and you'd have to follow.
I'm not a coach. I don't have a record. I don't have a win-loss record.
No, this is your record. The show is the record.
This is not. This is a false equivalency, is what this is.
Saying. That was pretty good.
No, it wasn't.
It was a reach. Going from one of us just spewing or saying something racist to comparing it to an assistant coach losing a game that he was coaching, and then I just think Coach K going back and going out of his way to make sure the losses aren't against him. That just is it's me.
And just keep it to this year when he went after a college student. He tried to embarrass a college student in a press conference. Roy Williams didn't try to embarrass anybody. He was like, God, I mean, no, if I thought we were going to lose, I wouldn't have played it.
You go after college kids all the time.
Why do you keep doing that?
I mean, I do too.
I'm not Coach K. Are you saying?
Because everyone has him on the stand. He's just a great coach, and everyone.
He was a great coach.
Still a great.
He's one of the greatest coaches of all time. He's a top 5 college basketball coach all time, no question. He's not great anymore. He's done.
He's not.
He is done.
How is he
He's won
done?
3 games in a row, and you act like he's going to win a national title.
No, but how is he like that? But
how's he
again,
done? He's done.
But then
he had the worst coaching job of his career 2 years ago when he didn't make the Final Four with those guys. He now might not make the tournament. He's done.
But what I'm saying next, Tom Izzo. What do you say about him?
Different conversation.
No, it's not.
How's it not? You keep comparing Coach K to other people to make it try to look decent.
No,
I just think Coach K is done. Coach K is 46 years in.
How old is he now?
Oh, like he's 93. He's 93 years old.
70-something.
I think personally he's done. If you want to talk about Tom Izzo being done, that's a fair conversation to be had.
Because I don't believe both of them are done.
I don't believe Izzo's done. I believe Coach K's done.
I think what Coach K is doing now is impressive.
He just turned 74.
I think what he's doing is impressive right now.
What? 3-game winning streak with Duke's talent?
After what happened with them, yes.
He had the number 3 recruiting class in the country. This is impressive.
And he dropped the one that he thought was going to be the one.
You've got he didn't. Jalen Johnson dropped himself.
Oh, there was a mutual, they said.
I think you lower the bar because you're a Duke fan. No. I know that you lower the bar for him because you're a Duke fan.
No.
Well, Coach K, the problem is that he's just done less with more. Like him bringing up, obviously, the R.J. Barrett Zion season. Like that was and Cam Reddish. Maybe someone could argue his most talented team.
Cam Reddish is
that
a
he
different
did nothing
story.
With.
He stunk in college.
What do you mean some could argue? I mean, it was one of the most talented.
He's just had some.
It was
really
one of the
good
most
teams.
talented starting 5s in college basketball history.
I agree.
Cam Reddish was terrible in college.
But that's Coach K. Like he's been better on the Hawks.
No, he developed. He just sucked.
Whose job was it to develop him from the second he got there to the end of
but his just usage of all 3 of them was just putrid.
I agree. I'm agreeing with you that
because you even see RJ. Like RJ's playing off the ball with the Knicks and playing very well.
Well, not right away.
But
it's been 3 years.
No, this is his second year.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's been 3 years.
But last year he played solidly. He's also was a rookie coming into the NBA. Instead of like a top 3 recruit going into college.
I don't think that.
The gap of talent is much bigger. Like he's one of the most talented guys in all college basketball. He is a very talented guy, but with the NBA, there's just so much talent. It's going to take a little bit more to get in the swing of things.
I'd like to make an announcement. In 12 minutes or 11 minutes now, the Dozen will make a historic announcement when the experts, me and PFT, announce that we have officially signed our 3rd team member. He or she has been signed from another team, a historic free agent deal that has been rumored and talked about, and everybody, I can't go anywhere. I was in the airport last night, and people just, who's your teammate going to be? Who's your teammate going to be? And you find out at 12:30 with the release of a video where we interviewed everyone and announced that we have found someone to help us find reliable answers now.
Why were you at the airport last night? Did you just say you were at the airport?
Yeah, why were you at the airport last night? Huh?
You were at the airport last night?
Recruiting.
We flew back in from signing the deal with the free agent.
You didn't.
We did.
You fell asleep by 9:30.
Yeah, we took the Dozen private jet to a certain area. We came back into Teterboro last night. What's the problem?
That didn't happen.
You for sure.
Of course it didn't happen. What are you doing?
You for sure didn't get to Teterboro.
You're a bad liar.
I've been to Teterboro many times.
No, I'm saying you by yourself. No chance.
Well, if Dave had put together a deal for me, I could have gone to Teterboro. You don't know.
That's one of the most crazy things I've done that I just don't deserve.
What?
Flying
private? Yeah.
That I've flown private a handful of times.
You've flown private?
Yep, private too.
Mm-hmm.
I once had to get moved on the plane for being too fat. It's a fact.
Did.
It's true. I was advised. Actually, you were a part of it also.
I know.
I was a part
Me and Brandon were made sit in the back.
It came out,
and then another time I was asked to sit in the front.
But it came out
to even out the weight.
It came out on you because you were the one that asked to get moved. But it was really the fact that me and you tried to both sit in the back together.
Oh, that's true. That's right. That was how it happened.
And they needed one to move. And
we had to even out the weight, so I moved up to the front with Marty.
Yeah, and I got to just sit in the back and he didn't call my name out.
And when Big Ev got asked to move to the front of the plane, you just see Dave smirking.
I looked right at him. He was the first I looked at him. I was like, oh, he's going to fucking love this. I was like, this motherfucker.
But
He
what do
just
you
looked at
say?
me
I
with
mean,
that shit-eating grin. I
you're-
was like, oh.
You're on a private plane. What do you say?
Oh, I didn't say a damn thing.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, sir.
Yeah, makes sense.
Sounds good.
There's some controversy with this trivia. Okay.
No,
Drop
I
it.
don't want to talk about the
Fair
controversy.
enough.
I'm not worried about other players in the league. I'm worried about my team. I'm worried about my team getting better. And today I can tell you that as of 12:30, the experts would have gotten better. I also have heard rumors that Marty Mush will be returning to the dozen in an unprecedented role.
Yep.
You will not be allowed to answer questions before, or you've taken yourself out of the question answering role, and you will simply be the GM of your team.
I've talked to my team. I've talked.
wow.
I've talked to Terrence. I've talked to Evan Longoria. We will have a third person added, and I will be part of the show. Just I will be the GM, moving pieces.
So
around.
you'll just be there.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll pump them up. I'll talk to them. I'll give them strategy, live strategy, and I think the third person will be pretty good.
I don't want to certainly no spoilers, but Ben Mintz is on the show today. The dozen has the big screaming honkers, which is Coley, Robbie, and Ben Mintz
Random crew, but I like that we're all kind of in different specialties. So I think
against
it's gonna work.
Team Balls, I believe. The Uptown Boys.
The Uptown Balls.
That is Tommy Smokes, Glenny Balls,
And Smitty.
and Smitty. So there you go. So that's out there right now.
I do also want to say that I'm not usually like a shirt guy, but like my shirt's sick today. And if you're a curb person, it's an amazing shirt.
So you stole the term Schmohawk from Larry David?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, for sure.
I thought you just came up with Schmohawk.
No, Schmohawk, I stole from him.
Who'd you steal suckbags from?
Nobody. That's me.
Rat Dog.
Rat Dog's me.
Okay.
Did I tell you when I thought one of the college teams, when they hold the signs up, they have like Big Cat's face sometimes, and they said Rat Dog, and I was like, oh my God, that's from me. Isn't that a band?
Yeah, Bob Weir and Rat Dog.
I had no idea it was a band.
Is it? Rat Dog's a band?
I guess.
Because
I was
an old
like-
spin off of the Grateful Dead.
I know
for a couple years.
Mouse Rat's a band.
Everyone was like, Marty, it's not because of you. I was like, what? And maybe it could have been. I still think Rat Dog is mine.
Wow. Didn't expect that.
Fuck was that?
They don't play anymore.
No.
TJ said no.
Got Dikembe back there.
TJ said no.
Brandon, I have a question. Well, this is a question for the Southerners in the room about the Roy Williams thing.
Yep.
Their sponsors behind them on the press conference were Jordan, obviously, UNC Health, and Bojangles.
Oh my God, yes.
I was gonna ask what your opinion what is of Bojangles.
Bojangles is one of the great regional gems of this country. I think it is the best fried chicken restaurant. Their fried chicken has a little spice to it, but their dirty rice side is terrific. Their roasted chicken bites. They have amazing breakfast. Their biscuits, as far as a chicken place and breakfast, far and away. On a national level, I'd say Popeye's number one. Bojangles like 1B. But if you're in an area, if I'm in North Carolina, I'm going to Bojangles instead of Popeyes.
And Chick-fil-A is where on that list?
Chick-fil-A, I consider a different animal. Chick-fil-A is a chicken sandwich place or not a chicken place.
I love the spicy chicken biscuit, and then they got rid of it. I didn't understand that.
Yeah, so
that was my favorite.
But Bojangles, here's my top regional picks. I've never been out west to go to In-N-Out, okay? But I have been to the South and Texas. Whataburger is the best regional burger joint.
Phenomenal.
And Bojangles is the best chicken joint. Okay. It is absolutely amazing. I've never been to the Midwest. If you're going to say Culver's, I'd like to try Culver's. I've never been to the West Coast to try In-N-Out.
In-N-Out?
Culver's I had it like 3 times in Detroit. It's awesome.
In-N-Out, I honestly think is overrated.
Me too, yeah.
Extremely.
I had it at Pebble Beach when I went out. Me, Glenny, and a few people went out for Dave's golf thing.
Yeah.
Very overrated. To me, it's honestly
you
like.
Think you think you caught a bad In-N-Out?
No, I think it's just like.
I don't like.
I think
sauce.
honestly, I think part of it is the animal style I thought was overrated.
Yeah.
And I think In-N-Out, it gets so hyped up. I'm expecting this amazing thing, and I walked in essentially. I thought it was like a Shake Shack burger, maybe not even as good.
Well, Shake Shack's pretty good.
No, I'm saying Shake, but not as good. I honestly, I would probably prefer Shake Shack. I think their fries are better too.
Evan and I went to Dallas for the Big 12 championship, and we had Whataburger 3 times.
Whataburger's incredible.
Whataburger's great.
I went out for
Chop House sirloin burger.
I went there with
like a patty melt too.
I did some natty tour thing for spring break in South Padre and had it there as well. Love Whataburger.
It's
incredible.
So good.
Want to give another regional shout
Spicy
out
ketchup.
to also the Carolina area Cookout. Cookout is
it's blowing up.
Best bang for your buck in
for like
all
$5
of fast food.
Don't you get like a burger?
When I went to coastal South Carolina, Cookout tray is unbelievable.
I've never
for $5, you literally can get like a bacon cheeseburger. Their sides are literally like fries, chicken nuggets, like chicken wraps. All types of shit, hot dogs.
Yeah, you can
and a drink for $5.
You can be drunk at 2 a.m. Go to a Cookout, spend $11.50 and eat 25,000 calories.
Oh, I mean, if you spend $11 a cookout, you went berserk.
Yes, you're not going to be hungry for 2 days.
I mean, the tray itself, you get a massive cheeseburger, 2 sides, and a drink for $5.
I'd like to get to the West Coast and for many reasons, but I will try In-N-Out when I go out there. Just haven't been there. Again, I haven't been to Culver's in the Midwest. That's the one the Midwesterners always weigh in with is Culver's.
What about,
Shake Shack is Northeast, right? So I've tried Shake Shack. It's really good. But there's one in Atlanta too. I've tried the Shake Shack in Atlanta. It's quite good, but it's expensive as hell for what it is.
It's fair.
You know what? The one I don't like.
Five Guys.
I don't like Five Guys.
I'm not a fan either.
I can't spend $19 for a cheeseburger and fries. I understand they give you a ton of fries and they're very high quality fries. It's just too much.
I don't agree with you don't like it. I love Five Guys, but it's.
How could you not agree that I don't like it? I'm telling you, I don't like it.
I don't.
He
agree
agrees that you don't like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
I don't.
I know.
You do.
You've sold him on the fact that you don't like it.
But
you sold me. I believe you.
He believes
Okay,
you.
And I agree also that the price is too much.
It's too much
Mm-hmm.
for what it is.
For
Yes.
sure.
Yeah.
That's fair.
But it is nice to get those extra fries in the bag.
You know what else is nice?
touch.
Some peanuts while you wait.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
fantastic.
Like a good peanut.
The-
love a restaurant that gives you some peanuts.
Very underrated part of the experience. That's been kind of taken from us with COVID.
The thing with Culver's is they're a cheese curd place.
Oh,
Ooh.
Cheese curds are good.
so
Mhm.
good. When we were in Madison a couple
Yes,
last year,
Fantastic cheese curds.
Every restaurant had cheese curds. They were
Every
all
single
good.
one. The cheese there is just different.
Cheese curds.
Even when you just get a cheeseburger, the cheese in Wisconsin it's just special.
It's a real thing.
The way it just hits your lips is just a little bit different.
I just love food.
Yeah, it's
You ever
good.
think about food?
All the time.
How good it is?
all the time.
Every single day.
Man.
Multiple times a day.
I do too.
Yeah, maybe
I do
3,
too.
sometimes 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I feel like I spend like half my day planning what I'm going to eat next.
Yeah.
I can't wait to get lunch after this.
Oh my goodness. You know where I'm going?
Where?
I got to go early today because I got an appointment in New Jersey. On the way home, I'm stopping at Sonic.
Ooh, I haven't been to Sonic in a long time.
Chili cheese, tater tots,
Yep.
and a Route 44 sweet tea,
Very good.
bitches.
Maybe
So-
a little corn dog?
No.
I haven't had a good corn dog in a while.
I told you what I was going to have. Chili cheese, tater tots.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
I know you're
Oh,
getting
it's
more than
big.
that.
It's large.
I'm aware.
It's like a foot long.
$239. I'm very familiar. I
No,
know the
that
price.
one's $4.49.
Oh, with the
big
I was
one.
thinking just
Yeah, I'm in the big
plain
one.
tots. Gotcha.
I also like their conies, but I only have them like once a year.
Yeah, I feel like I always get cheese tots are a must.
I love.
Does anybody have a rack on like the best New York hot dog I need to try?
Honestly, the place that
Talk to Frank.
Okay.
Feltman's is awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, Feldman's is good. From what I hear,
They
Feldman's is good.
they sent me some. They're unbelievable. That's not even a place. They honestly great place.
I thought that was him. Speaking of COVID, did COVID take away your lunch spot, which was the little Nathan's? The
Yeah.
hot dog place?
Mhm.
That sucks.
I know.
You
Me
did
and
that like once a week.
Trash
Penn
bag,
State.
trash bag Friday. Me and
going down to the basement of Penn Station for lunch.
Zach Cross says Sonic has the worst fries ever. If you go to Sonic and get fries, you deserve whatever happens to you in life.
It's
Gotta
a
get tots.
tots
You're
are
a
must.
terrible
The onion
person.
rings is
If
number
you go to
2.
Sonic and get fries, you get the hell out of here. I don't want you
sure.
watching this. I don't want you talking in this. I don't want you consuming Barstool. If you go to Sonic and you get French fries, you are a sick, sick bastard.
You want to see if the Nathan's is open today?
Yeah, twist my arm. If it's open, we'll go.
I'm
Go
really
in
twisted.
the dungeon of Penn Station.
I feel like you could look on your phone, find out if it's open in seconds.
Not a lot in Penn Station's open. These
No,
days.
it's not. It is.
kinda
It's
sad.
definitely not. Brandon, you guys are sleeping on Raising Cane's. Raising Cane's never really did it for me. They got good sauce,
So-
good chicken. It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
They're
It
massive.
doesn't rise to the
Simple.
level of.
They are
Simple.
massive in Ohio.
Yeah.
I'm a fan. Honestly, I know we've already discussed this. I like Zaxby's. I know you're
Do
not
you? I like
crazy
Cane's
about
more
it.
than Zaxby's.
I like Zaxby's more probably.
Zaxby's is the
I think
most-
Zaxby's and Cane's are kind of this. They're like the same because I agree with Brandon where Bojangles and Zaxby's are very different. There's fried chicken
Zaxby's
and there's like chicken strips.
is
that
the
type of
most
chicken.
aggressively average restaurant in the world. It is just there.
There's something about it.
Yeah, I
the
don't-
fries I like. I like they do the nibblers on their sauce I like, which even though it's pretty similar to Raising Cane sauce.
Let me give you a cheat code at Zaxby's. Fries are fine. Their homemade potato chips are excellent. So next time you go,
They
get
actually
your
do
chicken
cheese
tenders
curds as well.
and homemade potato chips. They're delicious. Somebody says, Tom Babilato says, I thought this was a gambling show. Yeah, if you don't eat good food, you're gambling with your life.
Are you a Checkers guy?
Nah,
Fries?
no.
Okay.
Never
Very
had a
ch-
Checkers where I came
Very
from.
affordable though.
Very affordable.
Well, for us, I mean, look, we're living so high, we're
Yeah.
gambling so well.
Yeah.
Everything's affordable for us, huh, brothers?
Millionaires. Yep.
Yep. I don't know what that was. All right, so we're gonna get to picks in just a little while. Tiger was officially not drunk. He was fine. Just a car wreck. The LA Sheriff's Department has come out and said that. I don't have the right sheet on. Excuse me.
Come on.
I wanted to know if you guys wanted to talk about this. First of all, the Oklahoma fight that we saw the other day, Walker Brown is the name of the guy, the smaller guy who won the fight in the bathroom against the football player. The football player, before the video, is suing Walker Brown for kicking his ass.
What?
Huge bitch move.
Mm-hmm.
Big time.
Terrible. And so he's suing him. So Walker Brown, this
Big
guy
12 players would do this.
that goes viral for kicking the shit out of an Oklahoma player. He not only won the fight, but he's up to $40,000 in GoFundMe for his legal defense. And when I get off the show, I just found that out before the show, I'm giving him $100 for legal defense because I need him to win this. I don't need him to get sued and lose money for beating this guy's ass.
Oh, I thought it was $40,000 for the kid. It's for his legal defense.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like he was giving the $40,000 for the kid he beat the shit out of.
No. The kid he beat up is suing him.
And the guy who started it.
Yeah.
What?
I'm just telling you.
That video is just so pure in the moment when he kind of just looks at his boy and he's like, "We doing this?"
Which
and then the one shoves him and then he's just like, "Yep, we're doing this."
That you could see there was kind of a feeling like once he got shoved, like, oh yes.
He's like, "Yep," like he put his hands on me first, like
it
kind of
is
like activated.
It is time.
The slap into the punch.
Yep, and then bang
awesome
on his
move.
back, and before he even knew there was a fight, he got punched twice in the face, was on his back in a pretzel.
Yeah, well, first of all, he already had a bloody nose, so he wipes his blood, then he slaps him. But the slap with the left, punch with the right is such a pro move.
He knew that, but that's why you can't fuck with these guys. Like, they're legitimately trained. Like, it doesn't even matter how super good the guy is. I mean, he just knows what he's doing.
You see Ben Askren came out of the statement saying it wasn't him.
It was funny because it literally looked like a younger, smaller version of him. Same hair and everything.
So, all right, it has been announced before we go further. The video is out. We have added Barstool Fran. Fran has joined the team from Chicks in the Office. Fran, previously from another team. It will be me. It will be PFT. It will be Fran as we aim for the dozen championship that has been taken away due to the disadvantage of having to play 2-on-3 every single game. So, thoughts?
Good.
Thoughts?
I just said, we talked about it off air. You have to change your name.
Fran and the Franettes?
That works. You're not expert. You can't. I'm saying you can't claim experts if you need to be the same as everyone else.
That's
which
ridiculous.
I think it's fair.
That's one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard.
I think it's fair to want 3 people. That's fine.
Yeah.
But I don't think you can call yourself the experts. If you were such experts, you wouldn't need a third guy, a third person.
Well, so you're telling me Fran's not an expert. That's what you're saying. You're saying women can't be experts.
That's
should make
absolutely not what I said. I said you're not an expert.
What is it like in Spanish? You made an A. If you make an A at the end, it's girl. Experta.
Is that right? My wife's a Spanish professor. I should know this.
Ask her. I think that's
right now.
Yeah, señorita.
Mm-hmm.
So experta.
I don't think that's right, but
don't
okay.
Don't even. You're gonna fucking buzz that, you Rutgers piece of shit.
No one buzzed anything.
I saw you. I saw you were going like this.
Don't put words in my mouth.
So, Jack
What
Haley,
happened to your face, Colby?
Jack Haley says big whiff not adding Minahan. Minahan's great. I don't want his punk ass fans on my side. Fuck him.
I'm bringing back the Band-Aid look.
It's
Yeah.
Nelly.
He's Nelly.
Yeah, I am Nelly.
Let's go.
No, I have something on my face. I just keep on touching and trying. It's like I don't
you're
know
a-
if it's a pimple or
So you're a dog that put a cone over his face.
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't.
Well, the dog
stop.
doesn't put the cone over his face.
Yeah.
Colby,
well,
the dog never makes that choice.
his wife probably did.
My wife.
Yeah,
did
the dog
make
will
me do
continue
this.
to lick its butt. All right. Let's do something different. We'll finish the show with the ridiculous topics. Let's go ahead into the picks right now.
Okay.
And I did make a mistake yesterday, but I want to explain it. What is this? Look at this.
You got a caravan going out.
The
right
Virgin
now.
Squad is
Whose
leaving.
perm is that? Whose perm is that?
Perm is what?
Who's that guy with the perm?
That's Zach. Is
No.
that Zach?
No.
One of
he-
them is
he's,
Zach, yeah.
He's talking
I
about a
know-
Wisconsin shirt.
There's like
That's it.
five
That's
Zachs right
that's the new Gage, the Wisconsin.
That's Gage? Yeah, that's Gage.
That's Gage.
I think all of them are named Zach. We have a bunch of...
Zach's the dude.
Gage is an intern.
Oh.
He did me a favor last
Oh,
week.
so
I
you
know
don't-
Gage.
Oh,
Gage is
you're
great.
yeah, you're taking a badge. Got it.
I gave him $100 to do it.
What?
You gave an intern $100 to do
He was doing me a favor.
dry cleaning?
No. He had to take my computer to the computer store, and then he had to wait. It was,
So you
so I gave him $100.
That's cool.
He did a favor for me. I gave him a $100 bill. Is that not cool? What's wrong with that?
It's better than what I got for the one time I got paid when I was an intern.
Who paid you?
Smitty paid me $50 to wait outside the Fortnite World Cup for 7 hours in the heat.
See, that's ridiculous.
It was worth it.
All right. Let's see. So I did make a mistake yesterday. I think over the last 2 weeks, I had been doing the first person in the standings goes first. I don't know why I changed that.
Well,
but
honestly,
historically, it definitely has been the person from the night before.
I was extremely hot at the beginning of February, and there was a point in time I was both a few times in a row.
And that might have got me into the habit of.
Because that first week of February, I was red hot. I was up like 10+ units in a
Right.
week.
I think that's what did it. And I've been going with number one every night. But I was thinking, I was like, yes, I used to do the night before the tee box.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever had the best hole last hole has the tee box. So Marty was 5-1 last night. He has the tee box.
Thank you, sir. So I got Iowa +5 against Michigan. I think that I think it's too many points for Iowa. I also can see I think that Dickinson and Garza is going to be a fucking battle down there. Michigan State +4. They're getting hot at the right time. Ohio State's going to be too overvalued from last game. And even though I still think they're very good, Michigan State +4. UCLA -1.5. Western Kentucky +11.5. Colorado +3. And Minnesota -4.5.
Did you have Western before?
Colorado's favored by 3 or 3.5 over.
Yeah, they are.
-3. Yeah, -3.
Did you have Western before the walk the line?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a big number and I don't think they're playing Houston, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys. I don't even have the standings from last night. So whoever you say was second, I believe it was Ben Mintz.
I think I came in last.
I went 4. I went 3 and 2 yesterday.
Oh, I went 3 and 4. So you're definitely up next, Ben Mintz.
Okay, going up. I actually went on the other side of the Houston, Western Kentucky. I went Houston. They're still bouncing back from that the Wichita State loss last week. I also took Oregon +0.5 point at Stanford. Oregon just got beat by USC. I think it's a bounce back spot, and my phone just died, and so I'm trying to remember the rest. I have Philadelphia by 4.5 at home over the Mavericks, and I had another NBA pick.
I think I can probably tell you.
Yeah, I texted y'all.
Do I have them, TJ?
I have the Nets by 8 at home over Orlando because Orlando's real banged up.
All right, so it looks like I will go up next. I have to say something real quick, and TJ can back me up. I put in my picks for today what time did I send them to you, TJ?
I think I woke up to them.
Yes, I sent them to you at 7:45. For some reason I got up early today, so I put my picks are all going to be a point and a half off of everybody else's. Like I know one, I got Michigan -4 against Iowa. That's what it was at 7 a.m. this morning. All right, so I got Knicks -2 against the Kings. I have Michigan -4 against Iowa. Everything you've said makes sense with Iowa and Michigan. I just think Michigan's such a good team. And Iowa is so prone to laying eggs. I like Michigan -4 against Iowa. If there is a team that can go into Michigan and score with them and stay in the game, it is Iowa. But I just trust Michigan in this spot. Western Kentucky +12 against Houston. Stansberry's a good coach. Charles Bassey, one of the best big men in this country. I think I got his name wrong. Eastern Kentucky +7 against Belmont. Arizona -9.5 against Washington State.
Almost took that.
On the Barstool Sportsbook right now, I have a boosted odds pick of Arizona to win the game. They're 9.5-point favorites, but on this, you just have to win the game. Arizona to win over 140. It's a parlay, and it's boosted to +180 on the Barstool Sportsbook. If you're in Pennsylvania or Michigan, go bet with me, back me, and do that. And Colorado -2 against USC. Colorado, sneaky good team. USC do some regression, I think. Those are my
good home
6
court
picks.
advantage for Colorado too.
All right, Big F.
Michigan -4. I did lock this in early as well. My thought in this game is that, to me, I think the only way Iowa wins this game, they shoot the lights out.
Mm-hmm. But they're capable of
Which
doing.
they're absolutely capable of doing. Michigan can win this game regardless. Michigan can win this game even if Iowa shoots the lights out. Michigan can win this game even if they don't shoot the ball that well. Really like Michigan here. I just think they proved on Sunday they're the best team in the Big Ten, no question. Oregon +1. I think they bounce back here. I also like Utah +1.5. Just total rat line. They're like a middling 500 team. UCLA is like 16-5. Utah's +1.5. I like them at home. Then I like Minnesota -4.5 as well. They're just a Jekyll and Hyde team, but at home they play very well. I like them here, and I like the Knicks -1.5 against Sacramento, and I like the Bucks -9. I think Pelicans might have blew their load a little bit last night in the back-to-back.
Pelicans,
Down big, came back. I think Bucks kind of blow them out.
They've played like 17 of the last 18 have been overs. These Pelicans overs are just out of control. It's 242 tonight.
One of the complaints on here is that we bet too much college basketball, not enough NBA. I'll probably go 2 out of every 5 or 6 picks is NBA. There's just a whole lot more college basketball games.
B, I'm more tuned into college basketball than NBA, and I don't know much about the NBA right now.
I think I do better on the NBA than I do college basketball, although I don't do bad on college basketball. Yeah, I have ignored hockey. I lost a couple on hockey early, and it just scared me away from hockey this year.
I just can't give real
analysis.
I don't know the sport that well. I'm just being honest. I don't. I said it a couple weeks ago. Like, I just don't watch it. I'm not going to sit here and just.
What are you
give
watching
plays
every night?
Like, the only play I would give would literally be like either throwing a dart or someone that someone else gave.
It is a sport. It is a sport. When the playoffs come around, I'm able to lock in on it a lot better.
Yes, for sure.
Especially because right now you do have college basketball, you have pro basketball, but when it gets to the big games, and I like to watch playoff hockey, I don't really watch regular season hockey. I get a lot more locked in.
After March Madness, there will be probably more hockey
for
picks.
Sure.
NBA.
Do you do more NBA post March Madness?
Yeah, I watch the NBA.
Because it's
down the stretch of playoffs.
It's playoffs the same. Like, it's NHL playoffs and NBA playoffs.
You know what's coming?
Going at the same time.
You know what's coming? Baseball.
Baseball's first spring training game is Sunday.
Yeah. So.
And I also I did a video yesterday too. Pelicans are 18-1 now in the last 19 in the overs.
Yeah, it's insane.
Crazy.
It's 242 for an NBA game tonight.
Yeah.
God bless.
I just love when he gets a point that he likes. And it's just his voice starts going up the mountain and never comes back down.
No, it starts cracking.
All right, I'll run through the picks for the clubhouse. My clubhouse guys got a lot today, so I got to run through them very, very fast. But we value these picks, so I'm going to read them. Jackson DeWan has Minnesota minus 4.5 tonight. Brandon Russell has USC money line at Colorado. Neil Sharma has Blue Jackets, Blackhawks over 5.5 goals. Tommy Kennedy has Illinois minus 13 against Nebraska. Michael Schottenfield comes right behind him, goes Nebraska plus 13 against Illinois. Joe Kalman says Stars money line under against the Panthers. Carter Bond says Vucevic over 26.5 points tonight against the Nets. And Christian Bond says BYU San Francisco over 140.5 tonight. Carter Sokolowski, Western Kentucky plus 11.5 against Houston. Brian Gartner, Buckeyes minus 4.5. Peter Torres says Western Kentucky plus 11.5. Patrick Goldhammer, Zags minus 30 against Santa Clara. George Cluster, the Red Wings under 5.5 on both the Red Wings game and the Devils Sabres game. Holden Cohen, Northern Colorado, Portland State under 137.5 and the Nets over tonight. Young Scat, that's what I just said on the radio. Young Scat says Knicks minus 1.5 against Kings and Iowa money line on the road against Michigan. Tanner DeMera, Michael Porter over 16.5 points for the Nuggets. Justin Schutzman, Mount St. Mary, St. Francis over 126.5. Brandon Webb, Preds, 3 ways on the money line tonight, plus 100. What's even? Michigan minus 5 against Iowa is Scott Hahn's pick. Brandon Reef says USC plus 3.5 against Colorado. Jeff DeLoe says Arsenal money line this afternoon. I think that might have already started. But Arsenal on the money line. Did that already start?
Starts at 1.
Starts at 1. Excuse me.
Big stream here, too.
Ryan Thurston, Philly, minus 5.5 against the Mavs, and Wiz Nuggets over. Jason Goldstein, Nets over 229, and Minnesota at home. Brady Dolan, Blue Jackets money line. Aria, first half minus 0.5 point. Knicks over Kings. He is 5-0 on his picks. Jeb Caffey, Pelicans, Bucks over 242. Bama plus 1,700 to win the national title in basketball. That's just wasting money.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Yeah, it's just dumb.
I told him that's just wasting money. Rob Bohm, Arsenal money line. Quinn McCarron, Richmond money line. TJ Hitchings, Iowa, Michigan, first half over 73.5. DJ Sims, Phillies plus 875 to win the NL East. And Iowa plus 5. Lee Holbert, Miami, Ohio minus 5. Bert Gonzalez, Astros to win the AL Central. And Chris Bowles has a 3-way parlay. Sixers minus 5. Embiid over 31.5 points. Tobias Harris over 3.5 assists. What do you think of that? Sounds pretty good, doesn't it?
Every time I hear one of those
sounds like it's going to hit.
Everything in the same game, always feel like it's just a winner.
It just because it sounds like that person is really tuned in.
It's like, if they're going to cover the spread, then this is going to happen.
You sound sharp when you put that bet out. you might not be sharp. But if you go to that level of detail, you have convinced me that you're sharp, and I will listen to you.
We're finishing. I'm adding the Knicks tonight against the Kings, and also the one I forgot to mention that it was on my list was I was on Nebraska because I'd heard about the AO thing too, and I've got them plus 13. We'll see what happens.
What do you mean you heard about the AO thing?
Yeah, somebody sent me a DM about it.
Well, I mean,
I got a DM sent to me last night.
Marty Mush report. You got a DM last night?
Somebody sent me one. Yeah.
And you didn't report it?
No.
Yeah.
Wait. Time.
Wow.
I'm not outing it.
Is it the same DM that you got?
I don't know who sent it.
You both got the DM, and Marty. I mean, you got to be quick.
Yeah. Well, I didn't.
You could have been a
report.
big J
I didn't want to
journalist.
report. I didn't want to like
Lindsay
bust
Scoops.
my private guy. I didn't want to out him.
Matt Dalton says, "How's Marty's alopecia?"
It's coming back. I gotta fucking fix it. Shots in the face.
Really, right in the face.
Mm-hmm.
New teeth.
That'll be the first
right?
time.
New teeth.
All right. So I had a non-sports question. If you guys want to talk about this,
Run it.
so the other day the Chicago boys had a snake draft of Adam Sandler movies. I got to be honest. Never been a big Adam Sandler guy. Didn't get into his movies. He's not really a guy that I got into. I got into a couple of other guys on the movies a lot more than Adam Sandler. So my question here is this. Whose movies do you take? It's Adam Sandler versus Will Ferrell versus Jim Carrey. Those are the three combatants. I put Sandler in last immediately. It comes down to Ferrell against Carey for me. This is discussion. You will have your time to say. Carey in 93, 94, 95 was one of the funniest runs ever. Maybe only topped by Will Ferrell a couple of years later when he went old school, Anchorman, Talladega Nights. I'm missing a couple.
Blades of Glory.
Ferrell had an incredible run. Ferrell also has a couple of underrated ones, the other guys. And then I like Jim Carrey also gets dramatic. He's got great The Truman Show, Eternal Sunshine. He's got some great dramatic chops. He's got Dumb and Dumber. He's got Ace Ventura. What are we talking? What are we going? I go Carey, Ferrell, Sandler. That is my ranking.
I want to go like don't give explanation. Just give your ranking for me, Mincy, and then we'll go explanation after.
Can I ask about another stipulation real quick?
Yes.
Does TV count? Do we get SNL and
No. Great question. I say movie careers only.
Okay.
Movie careers. Great question.
I go. It's like really close for me, but I go Ferrell, Sandler, Carey.
Ferrell number one.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Big F.
This is really hard. I was kind of the opposite of you, where Carey immediately would be at the bottom for me.
Too.
Well, you're younger. You didn't live through Dumb and Dumber and Ace Ventura.
Even though I think they're both really good movies. This is hard because you made a great point. Like you had some. It was one of those in my brain. I immediately wanted to say Sandler.
Me too.
And then you laid out some banger Will Ferrell. I was like, wow, he has some absolute smash hits.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, it's like a 1A, 1B. My loyalty is more to Sandler. That's where it's tough for me. I ride for Sandler harder.
I have the same exact thing with Big Ed.
I got a lot of commenters here saying Carrie's a joke now. Carrie's a joke. If you can't separate who they are now or their politics from their movies, then you're just a great big sissy. You're an idiot. Shut up. I don't care what their politics are. I don't care what they do now. I don't care what they do on Twitter. Because I like their movies. I am a grown man who can watch something without ascribing a political theory to it. So if you're on the comments and you're saying Carrie sucks politically, so I don't like him, you're one of the worst. You're what sucks about the internet and about life in general right now. Shut up. All right, go.
I think I'm with you because at my heart, Adam Sandler is like it's Waterboy, it's Billy Madison, that's my boy.
Because even I'm such like Mr. Like I love Mr. Deeds, Mr. Deeds and Big Daddy. I love both those movies.
But Will Ferrell, I think
Ferrell's I think are probably more like laugh out loud funny. Like when you talk about Anchorman, the other guys as like
so
Step
many.
Brothers.
There's just so many.
Old school. I mean,
Elf too.
Yeah, Elf is another very good. I guess. My heart says Sandler, my head says Ferrell, so I'll go Ferrell.
All right. Ben Mintz, I want you, wait. I want you to vote, but before you do, I just want you to think about it and think about the quality of Cuts clothing. Think about the T-shirts that we wear. Think about the shorts. Think about everything that makes us look so good. I mean, Will Ferrell, Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, they'd all look good in Cuts clothing because it is the T-shirt that we are all wearing in 2021. There are shirts, there are polos, there are hoodies, there are crew sweatshirts made for the man who works hard, plays hard, never settles for less, all in the sport of business. Take a plain tee, but make it Tony Stark. That's the bleeding edge of fabric technology meets the man confident enough to wear it. Cuts Clothing. Entrepreneurs, mavericks, movie actors, podcast hosts, athletes. Everybody loves Cuts. Let's kick off 2021 the right way, starting with your wardrobe. Get 15% off your first order by going to cutsclothing.com/picks. That's cutsclothing.com/picks for 15% off the only shirt worth wearing. Ben Mintz, go ahead.
Will Ferrell, 1. This 2 is just brutal. I'm gonna do Sandler than Carey, but it's so close. Also, got to say an homage. You did the Step Brothers quote when y'all announced me getting hired with Barstool. I always remember that. You said, I'm not going to talk to him.
Yeah.
I still laugh about that to this day.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's just clickbait, but what does that say?
Adam Sandler greenlit Happy Gilmore 2, and Shooter McGavin is on board.
Oh,
okay.
wow.
Well, there you go.
Would be a huge mistake.
Well, that would make so much sense why he did the golf video on Twitter.
Would be
and millions of people.
A lot of people said that it might be that's kind of like the first promo to a Happy Gilmore 2.
Huge
So
mistake.
did I go Carey or Farrell first?
Carey.
Dumb and Dumber, Ace Ventura. Truman Show's one of my 10 favorite
Do you like
movies. Truman Show's fantastic. Farrell, but the other guys is so underrated.
Liar.
The other guys is
And then when you have
that's,
like
to be
Step
honest,
Brothers,
That
the
would
other
make the
guys
difference?
made the difference for
Step
me.
Brothers, Anchorman, Talladega Nights.
Brothers.
Old school.
Like that old school, like that 5 is so
I love
strong.
Blades of Glory, too. I thought it was hilarious.
Just think about the other guys when he's sitting on
Yeah.
the ice cream truck. He goes, "Everyone down here saying you're not going to jump, calling
Yeah.
you a pussy. Oh, look, he's flying."
But
And
when-
he's just dead.
When he snaps into Gator mode,
Gators bitches better be wearing J's.
it is so good. And I didn't watch. I didn't see it. It came out in 2010, I think. I saw it maybe in like 17 or 18.
It's so
Because everybody kept saying it was underrated and all that, and I was like, it can't have been that good. And I watched it. It's like it's really, really good. But Step Brothers,
And he keeps having all the hot girls go
it's-
after him.
You know
It's
what?
like-
I got it. Can I revote?
Yeah,
I go Farrell, Carey, Sandler.
I agree. I don't agree with. I'm again.
I go Farrell 1.
I haven't seen enough Carey. I really haven't.
Chris Farley puts them all to shame, says Nathan Lipke. Couldn't be more wrong.
Also, just not
Terrible.
part of the question.
No, not part of the question. And yeah, he had a couple good, nowhere close to the resume. Not even close. He was fine, but Farrell's humor is for dumb people. I think all humor is for dumb people
Sure.
Yeah,
and smart
agreed.
people. Humor, I mean, the dumber the humor, the better. I like to go to a movie and unplug, unwind. I mean, it's literally called Dumb and Dumber.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
At some point, I'm going to have to do. I can do the Matt Foley motivational speaking. I've got it really good. I'm saying
living in a van down by the river.
I can do. Let me tell you a little bit what my life is all about. I am 35 years old. Anyway, I'm gonna save it to a Barstool skit.
You're thrice divorced.
Yeah, well,
No, not you. Matt Foley was thrice.
I am
divorced.
divorced.
Yeah.
And I live in a van down by the river.
What is that?
We got ourselves a writer here.
That's
Super famous SNL.
That's
skit.
one of the.
Yeah.
That's a top 5, maybe 10 SNL
I
skit
want
of
to
all
redo
time.
it for Barstool.
I feel like I've missed. Oh,
He's
yeah.
here.
There he
wow, he
is.
comes in at the end.
Arizona tonight.
Yep, you got to bet he's here. Papa
Arizona
Shot,
-9.
Papa Shot is in the building.
At home
Come on
against
today?
Why
Washington
don't you go
State.
talk to him? Go out there and talk to
Bet
him
with
for,
Brandon on the Barstool Sportsbook.
for
app.
Arizona. Yes. Go talk, interview
the
him,
Papa
and come
Shot
back
guy.
with whatever he says.
Is he supposed to come on the radio?
I don't think we can ever get him in here. I just don't think he's coming
Man's
in
so
here.
dedicated to his job.
Yeah, well, he's good at what he does. So Marty's going to go out there and be our liaison to Papa Shot. Is he? He left. Papa Shot left. Papa Shot's walking into the bullpen over there where everybody is. Yeah. So Truman Show's an all-timer. Thank you very much. Was Marty in Dumb and Dumber? He was in Dumb and Dumber-er, which one of the worst movies maybe that's ever been made.
Do you ever feel like working at Barstool is kind of like being in the Truman Show? Like it's like all tell.
It's almost
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah,
it's
that's
almost
what I-
exactly
absolutely.
like
Yeah,
it.
that's what it feels
Except
like.
we're aware of
I
it.
don't know where he went.
Yeah, he walked into the bar.
Someone also took the balls of Papa Shot.
Well, that's smart. I think Erica probably did that.
So we're just gonna not let our king shoot.
I didn't do it. It's right outside Erica's office.
I
I
saw
think
her
Erica's
tweet.
tired of the Papa Shot going off while she's having meetings.
I'm okay with that, but she doesn't know about Papa Shot. Papa.
We might have to bring our own balls.
Prepare our own balls with Papa.
We might have to bring Papa's balls.
Yeah.
That's what we'll bring for him. And
I
what?
can't believe
The yak doesn't start for another 5 minutes. What are you? What are you guys doing? The show's over. Show's not over. The music hasn't started playing yet. All right, it's playing. The yak is walking in and
Got a dog.
It's a long story.
he's Nelly. Wow. Okay, Rona's staring down Big F. You guys can
No,
have
he's
the
staring
show.
down you.
He's not staring down me.
He was staring down you.
We're getting shaken down.